It is Monday. It is time for the mailbag, guys. I am answering your questions right from the mailbag. This time we're talking about Ghost Rider. We're talking about Coulson. We are talking about the upcoming Ultimus 7 raid. And of course, we're talking about Dark Dimension and so much more. Plus, I'm also announcing the latest winner of the latest giveaway. I hope you win. You're going to have to stay tuned to the end of the video to find out if you win. Before we get into all the questions and the winners, let's hear some words from our sponsor, ClanHQ. ClanHQ is a new, fully featured messaging app, and it's got all your favorite bells and whistles, like all the other messaging apps out there. But what sets ClanHQ apart is it allows you to integrate your game data right into the app, and it makes it so easy when you are trying to recruit for your alliance or when you are looking for an alliance. And they also just added voice and video calling capabilities. Yo, Casino, what's up, man? And also a new dark mode was just recently added to make the app a little easier on your eyes, guys. And hey, the best part about ClanHQ, they're adding new features all the time to the app, so it's just getting better and better and better, and you could be one of the first in your alliance to use it. Plus, in addition to Marvel Strike Force, ClanHQ supports over 75 other games, including Contest of Champions, Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, and many, many others. So check it out, guys, and make sure you use the link in the description. Yeah, so guys, make sure you check out ClanHQ. Not only are they sponsoring this video, they're also sponsoring the giveaway, so good stuff there, guys. But if you're ready to get your questions answered, let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Bros? ValleyFlyin here. I am back. Welcome to the channel. It is Monday. I am answering your questions. Lots of questions about Ghost Rider, lots of questions about Coulson, the new Ultimus 7 raid, the upcoming new Fear the Darkness, and a lot more, guys. So if you want to get your questions answered, make sure you are on the server. There is a link to the description in the description down below to the channel where you can ask your questions. There's also a link to Valley merch, Patreon, BlueStacks, all that good stuff. You can support the channel. Most of it doesn't cost you anything. Check those links out, guys, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get to your questions. First question is about Ghost Rider, and before we get into all these Ghost Rider questions, let's just go in and see what we know so far about Ghost Rider. So let's look at the video that came out on the official Marvel channel, YouTube channel just last week. So what do we know about Ghost Rider? Let's move this ahead really quick, because not a lot of this is new at this point. Now, this is new stuff. The Spirit of Vengeance brings together a mystical team consisting of Elsa Bloodstone, Doctor Strange, Baron Mordo, and Scarlet Witch, plus Ghost Rider. These look like a very good team. You already got a lot of good synergy with Doctor Strange, Mordo, and Scarlet Witch. So very interested to see what will be brought to the table by Ghost Rider and by Elsa Bloodstone, who is also confirmed in this same video. Now, we do know a little bit about his kit. So let's go and take a look at some of the things that we do know so far. Just so there's not too much redundancy in the questions. Ghost Rider's signature move is now the penance stare. It is the demonic gaze that forces foes to bear the pain of all their sins. The more wicked the opponent, the greater the price to pay. So this tells me this is some kind of increased damage for villains. Next, we have more information about the move. In Marvel Strike Force, the penance stare decimates a single target and heals Ghost Rider, dealing more damage when Ghost Rider's allies fall in battle. So the less mystic teammates that are surrounding him, it looks like he's going to do more damage. Plus, if they're a villain, that is how I am interpreting. Jeez, I am at a loss for words today. With the flames of Zarathos coursing through his veins, Ghost Rider carries an arsenal of weapons to rain down fire and brimstone, whip enemies with red-hot chains, blast enemies with searing hellfire, ram through hordes with his hell cycle. And we see a little bit of a preview here in this video here. We see him on his motorcycle, whipping his chain around, going after the threat of Ultimus. Pair Ghost Rider up with supernatural and mystic allies for battle bonuses like extra health and focus. So some good synergy there. One of the things about this mystic controller team, or this mystic team right now, is their lack of health. So it looks like he will start to help them with their survivability just a little bit. and you're going to take on enemies, or who's going to take revenge on enemies who take down Ghost Rider by granting ability energy to all supernatural allies. This might be something like Groot, where when he dies, he gives more buffs, more bonuses to the allies that are remaining on the battlefield, but looks like a very interesting character. So now that we know about what we know about him when that was released officially, let's go check out the data mine, because there was a little bit more information that was just released on it. Now, they're talking, the latest data mine features some information about the Ultimus 7 raid. We already know about that. The winner of the Facebook poll is AIM Security, so I know some people were very happy about that. And then we got this Halloween data mine, and it's talking about Ghost Rider. It looks like there's an undead calendar, is a 13-day calendar. Looks from this data mine like it is starting on October 12th. Of course, all data mines are subject to change. Some have changed, some have come out exactly as we expected. But according to this data mine, October 12th is when we're going to see a new login character, and it looks like it may feature Ghost Rider in here. There's a new Jack-o'-lantern orb, which will have Ghost Rider at a higher drop rate. And you will be able to get these fragments possibly in this event. It looks like there's a Blitz event, an orb opening milestone event. Now, a lot of people in this previous orb opening milestone were saving the premium, saving these other orbs. It looks like it's just going to be the orb associated with this event, kind of like the last time there was an event like this. And you need to use certain trick or treat characters that you'll get these bonuses in battle. So that looks like it is coming up. That is what we know so far about Ghost Rider, or that is all I've seen about Ghost Rider so far. Now, as far as the tags, as what Ghost Rider will have, obviously that new supernatural tag, the mystic tag, and I'm not sure what he will be. I know there's some questions about Brawler. I haven't seen anything, but maybe it is something I missed, because there's a lot of questions about him being a Brawler, which is just like this one. With the mystic and Brawler tags, what team will you be adding him to? I think I'm going to be adding him to that default one and see how it works. The team that they mentioned in the video with Doctor Strange, Mortal, Scarlet Witch, Elsa, and Ghost Rider. I think Elsa will be replaced, at least for me, with another Mystic character, but eventually that is the team I think I will settle on. Hero Brawlers, it would be a good team if he does have that tag, but my Hero Brawlers are kind of set. I'm not sure who I would move around in that team. Next question, also talking about Ghost Rider on a Hero Brawler team. So again, this might be something that I missed, but I didn't see anything about him being a Brawler. But more supernatural support is added depending on his kit numbers. Again, I'm probably not going to run him in a Brawlers team right away. So I'm going to try him in that Mystic team to kind of make use of some of the synergies that were mentioned in the video. Where do you think the Ghost Rider team will fit into the meta? I don't think they'll be an arena meta team, but I think they'll be very good in Blitz. I think they'll be good in War, and possibly, depending on the healing, if there's any changes to Doctor Strange, maybe good in raids, but I don't think they'll be at the top of any one team. I think they'll be a very fun Blitz team at the worst. Our next question, if you could pick any character from any faction, i.e. Star Wars, Disney, Pixar, yada, 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 who would you add to the game and why? So I probably wouldn't pick a Marvel character just for this question, just because I think it'll be a little easy. So out of Star Wars, Pixar, and Disney, you know, when I first saw this question, the character that came to my head was Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know why. I think it'd be a cool character to add to the game. There's probably a lot of better characters out there. It's a very obscure choice, I know, but that is the first one that popped into my head. So let me know who you would want to see added to the game. Generally, I'm not a fan of crossovers, but I know they're very popular. So I know a lot of you guys are big fans of these crossovers, but let me know who you would pick. All right, next question. Why do all the commercials have Shield Medic as a male? And I think it comes from this comic right here, the Marvel Strike Force comic. And as you can see, Hulk is kind of chromed out right there because he does have green. Now, if we open up this comic, we see, boom, we see a female Shield Medic here, and we see a male Shield Medic here. That's what I think the comic, the commercials are referring to. It is from this comic. So I think there's a male and a female Shield Medic. One is for the commercials, one is for the game. Next question, why is Shuri so legendary? Because she is the legendary Shuri, yes. All right, next question. I'm sure other people will ask this. What raid teams should we be developing for Ultimus 7? I've been using BKT. Also, what would be a good Ultron raid-based team? Minerva, Star-Lord, Ultra, Rocket, and a tank. I think you're exactly right with your instincts right there. The team that I like the best for Ultimus 7 when it was here for the first time was that BKT version. Minerva, Star-Lord, Rocket, Ultron. Tank, I use Groot. He's kind of a tank when Rocket uses his special. He dispels, he could apply death proof and defense up, so he does a lot of good things. That was my favorite team. Now, whether they'll be successful in this upcoming version of Ultimus 7 it will be yet to be seen, because this new Ultimus 7 is supposed to be harder than the original version, that first strike version that came around a while ago, but that would be my team. So your instincts are exactly right, my friend. Next question, with Ultimus 7 coming back so soon, what are the current best teams for Ultimus 7? So that was the best team, that BKT version, but other raid teams will be good. You know, Shield is still pretty decent in the raids. Defenders are decent in the raids. Wakandans are okay in the raids. You know, they're not the best team that they were built up to be, but they do pretty decent. So I think those teams, and if you got a high enough aim, that might work as well. They do have a lot of sustainability in that faction, guys. Next question, does your alliance use msf.pal.gg? If so, can you explain what are some of the pros and cons to using it? Personally, I have not used it. I know there's a lot of similarities with msf.pal.gg and ClanHQ. So I know entering your information is very similar. I know they're trying to work out some kind of deal with that. So I don't have any personal experience, but from the people that I do know that have used that, very positive experience. So check that out if that's something your alliance will need. Next question, judging by the Valley Club shirt, guessing you may be a wrestling fan. If that is the case, who you got, AEW or WWE? Personally, I like those AEW, those NXT style shows better than those big, huge productions that WWE does. But that is just my taste. I like the old school stuff from back in the day, and the AEW, NXT, they have more of an old school feel. So that's my choice for that. Do you think Fox Next will ever introduce more mutants to make X-Men Blue and X-Men Gold teams? I hope they do. I know X-Men very, very popular, especially obscure choices that have not come to the game, like a Gambit and some other characters. So I think it'd be great if they ever do introduce them, and I hope they will come to the game sooner than later. Mutants are very, very popular. Next question. So what's your opinion on this Asgardian team that seems to be in the works? Now, this was hinted at a while ago. We have Loki, Thor in the game. It looks like Hela is coming very, very soon. Who are the two other characters? There have been some rumors of Sif and Heimdall. Odin and Valkyrie also seem like very good choices as well. But if the rumors are true, I would be very happy if Sif came to the game, and I think it'd be very, very fun. At the very least, I think this Asgardian team will be very fun. So I'm looking forward to them coming to the game. Next question, what are your thoughts on Coulson being released through milestones? I think it's a good thing. It gives it a little more even playing field as far as the release time. Obviously, the whales, they're going to be able to spend a lot and get Coulson a lot faster. But for most players that are around that don't spend that many cores, that don't spend that much money on the game, I think everybody will be unlocking Coulson around the same time. So in that sense, it's a good thing. But I think I'm with most players. I want Coulson right now. If I could have bought his shards, I would have, but I can't. So it's going to be a grind for most people. Next question. I've been offline for several days. Have you created a Coulson grid video illustrating what it takes to get from 4-star or 5-star? I have not. I don't do too many spreadsheets anymore. Once in a while, I will do them. Did not do anything for this event. I'm actually playing this very similar to that I did with Captain Marvel. The World Warrior, where it's about the battles that you blitz and do an arena. Normally, if you're in an alliance that does a lot of that stuff, you should cover those. Next thing is the energy one, where you need to spend campaign energy. And I know a lot of people are already spending up to 100 every day just to get up to level 75. And if you're doing that, you should be able to hit these milestones pretty easily. If you're not, you might fall short of a few of them. So this is where I'm spending a little bit of cores. And then the last one is going to be gold. Unless you're spending a lot on gold or getting very lucky with your gold orb pulls, it's going to be hard to hit this one on a consistent basis. But what I'm doing, getting up to about 500,000 or so every day, and then saving the rest so I could get a bigger bank and have more for value for the amount of gold that I spend. Next question, what is the best lineup for aim? Is there something I should consider farming Hydra as well? So best lineup for aim, I'm not sure. I haven't used them too much, but the team that I'm using is based on a lot of other people's recommendations. I've only built up these 5, so I haven't tested a lot of the other characters, but Graviton, Scientist Supreme, and aim security are must-haves for this aim team. I'm using Monstrosity and Researcher as the last 2. But let me know if there's a better team out there that you guys are using. Again, I haven't really put too many resources into aim to test them first half. And as far as building up Hydra for Red Skull, nothing is confirmed. So I personally am not building up Hydra right now until I hear something official. All right, next question. What do you think the rewards will be for the next stage of Dark Dimension? Now, the first thing that came into my head as far as rewards for this was Cyclops. That was based on nothing other than pure gut feel. So let me know what you guys think will be the rewards for Dark Dimension. But I do think it's going to be a character just because Ultron was released that way, and a pretty good character at that. What are you expecting for the requirements and the rewards? So rewards, same thing, that's Cyclops. But as far as requirements, what it said on the blog post, level 75, gear 14. I don't know if that's a requirement or so much as a recommendation. But as far as now, until I hear something different, that's what I'm thinking that the requirements will be. Obviously, they're subject to change, and it didn't specifically say that those were the requirements, but I'm assuming, like most people, those will be the requirements to enter this new Dark Dimension stage. Next question. Love the channel. I have Captain America, Minerva, Hulk, War Machine, and Captain America in my top 5 to take them into Fear of the Darkness. Already have Captain Marvel at tier 13. Who do you think I should push or work the other tunes? So Captain Marvel, you already have her there. Minerva, you need her. Captain America is a pretty good choice because he gives out energy. You need more energy though, in my opinion. So I would replace Hulk and War Machine with Star-Lord to give out more energy. And you need someone to dispel. So your dispeller, your choices are going to be Groot, Jessica Jones, and Ronan. I would choose the one that you have closest to gear 13 or you have the most unique parts for. And that's who I would choose. You know, I love Hulk. But I would probably replace him. He may be good in Dark Dimension, but I haven't heard too many reports of that. So I would go with something a little more solid, but you can use him right away if that's what you want to do and then build up somebody later. Next question. What is going to be the ideal team for Coulson in and out of war? Which SHIELD members should he work with? So as far as SHIELD members, haven't done too much theory crafting on that, although Captain America and Quake do have some good synergy with Coulson now. But I don't know if I want to take them off an Avengers team. So I'm not sure what the ideal team for him. But as far as in the SHIELD team, you're going to have Fury, you're going to have Security, you're going to have Medic, and you're going to have Coulson. So that last spot, I think the general consensus is Assault because of his crit chance. I think that is the way to go, but I don't want to fully count Operative out either, so I'm holding my guess, but at this time I say that the crit chance from Assault makes him a little more valuable in that team. So that is my initial answer, but obviously through play testing that answer might change. Next question, any clue on when the room upgrades are coming to War and when/if War Boost will be moved to a different store? Haven't heard anything about that going to a different store. It is something that I wanted. And as far as the room upgrades, haven't heard anything about this recently, either official or unofficial. So this might be something that was scrapped or either put off till later. So I wouldn't be expecting anything on this soon, but you never know. They always seem to surprise us with a few things. Next question. I hear you guys referencing endgame players. My question is, what would you define as an endgame player? Now, I know a lot of people will define this different ways. I'm going to give you my opinion, maybe different than your opinion. But what I would say is an endgame player is someone that is clearing all the current content. So doing pretty good in arena, clearing all of the raids, doing well in blitz when you choose to push, and facing some higher level teams in war. You also need to have a few or all of the meta characters if you want to be considered a endgame player by myself. So that would be Ultron, Phoenix, Magneto, and everybody else, even Invisible Woman. So I would consider that an endgame player. But everybody has their other definitions. So let me know in the comments what you guys think an endgame player would be defined as. Next question. Do you think Hela will be a legendary character? I don't. I do think she's powerful enough to be considered a legendary character, but I'm really not feeling it for her. And that's not based on a lot of evidence, just kind of gut feel. Next question. Out of all the non-confirmed characters or confirmed characters in the works, do you think any of them will be a legendary character? If so, what will be the unlock for them? I think the general consensus about all the unreleased characters is Red Skull will be a legendary. I think that's just been kind of an assumption for a while. There's no hard facts for that. So I'm going to go with that one as well and just go with the simple Hydra answer. I think out of all the characters that we know, either confirmed or just rumors, I think that is the most likely scenario. I have heard Dr. Doom thrown out there as well as a legendary character as well. So I think either of these two choices, Red Skull or Dr. Doom. Next question, would you like to see a new hand character or a new Hydra character more? They both definitely need help. I think hand needs more help than Hydra, but I think thematically and with what they could do and just the reach that the Hydra characters would have in the whole Marvel universe, I think I would go with Hydra for this answer. Do you think the gold subscription is worth it? $14.95 for 1 million gold in the course of 7 days. $14, $15 for 1 million gold. I personally don't think it's worth it. I know a lot of people do. So for me, no. But I was very, very strongly considering buying this. I still might, but I don't think it's worth it. But that doesn't mean I won't buy it. I may. When will Fox next make Hulk the character he deserves to be? Unfortunately, since he already got his rework, not too much chatter about it since then. And he might not be the best character, but he's still fun to play with. Unfortunately, I think he won't be getting another rework for a long, long time now just because of that. Got Hulk to 7 stars. Any team he works with and T4's worth investing for the Hulk. All right, so this is the team that I'm using Hulk in right now, sort of a modified Avengers team. You got Captain America, Captain Marvel, Loki, Black Widow, and Hulk. They're very fun. They take out defenders very well in Blitz, which is kind of what this team is used for me at least. I put this team on war defense as well, and they do pretty good as well on war defense. So that's what I'm using Hulk with, and I have not invested in any of his T4s. I'm not sure if any of them are worth it. A lot of them look pretty good on paper, but I haven't tried it firsthand. So yeah, I got my Hulk to 7 stars. I just haven't put too much investment in him. I have other priorities going on right now in the game. All right, next question. What is your most favorite team to play? It doesn't matter the game mode. The only requirement is I'm having fun playing them. So let's go back to BlueStacks for this one. And boom, we're back in BlueStacks. Now, there's a lot of teams that are fun. I think X-Men would be too easy of an answer, so I'm just gonna leave them out. Same thing with Power Armor. I'm actually gonna go with this one right here. The Wakandans. I know people don't like them. They were supposed to be very, very good in raids, and they're not as good as they were built to be, but in Blitz, which is the main mode that I use these guys in, I'm having a lot of fun with them. I think this is a fun team. You play them a little differently, and if you can manage to get kill after kill after kill with Black Panther, very, very fun team. I love it when this team goes over and over and over again. Next question, with Strife being introduced to the game, do you think Fox next could be introducing Apocalypse and the 4 Horsemen? I think they could. I wouldn't think it's anytime soon, but yeah, definitely love to see Apocalypse and the 4 Horsemen. What do you think about an X-Force team? I like the slight rework of Deadpool Cable that could make it real fun with turn meter. So this is something that's been rumored for a while. Ever since Deadpool and Cable came out, they've had that X-Force tag. People have been waiting for other X-Force characters to be released to give them some synergy, and it hasn't happened yet. I think Domino from the movie would be a good choice. Colossus could have that dual X-Men X-Force tag as well, and you got some basis for a team right there. I think it'd be a fun character. I think a lot of people would enjoy the X-Force being added to the game as well. ValleyFlyin, you and other YouTubers, OMG, Casino, are all active members of separate alliances. Do these alliances give you breaks if you accidentally miss a day or an event? Have you thought of joining forces with others to make your own super alliance? So I've thought of it, not thought of it enough to reach out to anybody and suggest it, but it has crossed my mind. And as far as alliance giving breaks, I think that's each individual alliance handles things differently. Some are a little more friendly to content creators, some are not. I know with my alliance, I've been wanting to step down and go lower and lower with my alliance just because time. I don't have as much time to be as competitive in the game anymore, but still pretty competitive. So, you know, I try my best, and sometimes the alliances are lenient, sometimes they're not. But yeah, I might have to reevaluate if I need to go more hardcore, if I need to step down even further. I don't know if content creators are the best alliance mates because sometimes their priorities are a little different. All right, next question. Regardless of farming difficulty, who do you think is the best all-around team that works best in every game mode? I think Shield is a very good candidate. They're not the best in any game mode, but they're pretty good in all the game modes. As far as best all-around team, X-Men also have a very strong case. Every game mode, they're very dominant. The only one problem is with raids. They're a very good raid team, but you gotta revive Phoenix every single node you want to use her on, so that makes it a little challenging. So my guess or my estimation would be either Shield or X-Men. Let me know in the comments who you think is the best all-around team, though. I don't think there's one team that rules every single game mode, but X-Men is pretty close. Next question. Are you concerned with the introduction of mods will hurt the game? No, I'm not, at least not at this point. The devs seem to be taking things very slow, taking a lot of things into account, and there's going to be no perfect system, but I think they're trying to make this as player-friendly as possible. We will see, but yeah, at this point, I'm not concerned. What is a feature of the game that you would like to see implemented? This one is a little selfish because I've heard OMG mention a single-player tournament like they have in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I would agree with him. I think that's a very fun mode to stream, and that's kind of why I want this mode in the game, but I think it'll be very fun as well. You can rely on your own schedule and not have to be dictated by a lot of other people's schedules. So I think that is the mode that I would want to see added to the game, some kind of single-player tournament. Do you think Dr. Doom will be the upcoming reward for Dark Dimension for level 75 and Gear 14? It is very possible. I haven't heard a lot of chatter on Dr. Doom since he was originally announced. I know a lot of people are speculating a lot about Dr. Doom, but it is possible. It is very possible. My thought went to Cyclops, but it could be Dr. Doom, very, very much so. What is the best arena team if you don't have Phoenix or Ultron? Now, before I had those two, I used kind of a hybrid of Fury and Brotherhood. So it was Magneto, Pyro, Juggernaut, Fury. And then for that fifth spot, I would rotate it based on who my opponent was. So sometimes it was Vision, sometimes it was Captain Marvel, sometimes it was some other characters, but I think with those four, you have a good basis, and then you can rotate that fifth. So the four again, Magneto, Juggernaut, Pyro, and Nick Fury, and then just replace the fifth. I think that is the best arena team, or that is the best one I used when I was not using Phoenix or Ultron. And the last question of this before we get to the giveaway, guys. Hi, Valley. After I unlock all the legendaries, who should I upgrade first? Should it be which team have the closest to next rank, or whichever event is closer? So what you should do depends on what you want from the game. I'll tell you what I did, though. So I was always focusing on the character that I wanted. So if I really wanted Star-Lord and felt he would benefit me the most, I was always focused on that character. But here's the exception. If I heard a legendary event was right around the corner, and I noticed just through the natural process of farming and opening orbs that I was very close to unlocking this character, I would go hard on them. I would go hard spending the cores, farming that character, refreshing stores to try to get the rest of the characters up so I could get that next legendary to the next star level. That would be the only exception. Now, if I did some calculations and I figured I could not get that character to the next star level before the event rolls around, I wouldn't even worry about it, and I would stay focused on what I am doing. And in general, staying focused is going to help you, but in certain circumstances, like I mentioned, if there's a legendary right around the corner, I think it would be good to shift over and then come back to what you're focused on. And that is what I do. But guys, it is time for the giveaway. Let's see who will win this next giveaway. All right, we are on the YouTube random commenter. All you need to do to win was be a subscriber and leave a comment on the last video with the hashtag #GiveMePhil. All right, let's filter out how many unique commenters there are. 226. So if you entered, you have a 1 in 226 shot to win this $20 gift card. If you win, you get to choose iTunes or Google Play. Good luck. Let's draw this thing, guys. Who is gonna win $20 sponsored by ClanHQ? The winner is Jeffrey Burton. Had the same luck. No Coulson, 28 orbs and nothing. Oh, I feel you. I got nothing. I got nothing from all that orb pull. So yes, Jeffrey, congratulations. Let me know if you want an iTunes or Google Play. Leave a comment in this video so I can confirm it's you, and then we'll reach out to each other through a DM or something, and I will get your email so I could forward the code to you. So congratulations, and I hope you win next time. There are more contests coming up. If you want to enter, make sure you are a subscriber. Make sure you click that notification bell so you will know next time a new video comes out, so you can be one of the first to enter, guys. And yeah, check out some of the links down below. There's Valley merch, there's links to social media, and yes, I will be announcing when we're gonna do this one chip challenge. Casino, I'm still waiting for you. I know you guys wanted to see this, but it takes two to tango, guys. So Casino, let's do this. Let's do this soon. It is coming up, the one chip challenge, guys. I will see you guys next time. I hope you like this video. Share this with your friends and check out some of my other videos. I will see you guys next time. Hulk Vest Bum, ValleyFlyin, out.